It's good to have some good news. Now, my next video will be a rant. Hopefully, be that one rant video I want to do on Nintendo. But I wanted to just get this video out of the way because I haven't kept up with comic book news lately because they pretty much comic book industry has pretty much done everything but drop the kitchen sink on me to make me not want to read comic books anymore. But unfortunately, this news is, well, puts a smile on my face. I mean, I'm actually quite happy. Now, remember my very first video in which I was talking about the whole Spider-Man One More Day? If you say no, well, what can I do? But anyways, it was talking about how what really happened on the comic book issues of One More Day and how it turned into the most shittiest comic book in history. In fact, I'll even put this Newsarama link, which is also on my first video, in to explain how fucked up it has gone. And it pretty much just explains it all in exact detail. But anyways, the writer of the story, Michael J. Straczynski, seen here in the Wikipedia page, and going all over the place. Well, I received some very good news, especially for people who are Michael J. Straczynski fans, especially one person in particular. Now, first and foremost, as you know, DC Comics has had a change in their people. Diana Nelson, I know nothing about. Dan DiDio, who I have nicknamed Captain Stupid, and of course Jim Lee, who's possibly the reason why the anyways, Diana Nelson, I know nothing about, but she's been named president. But as for vice president, it
It's
was
5 o'clock.
two people that were named vice president. One person was, of course, Jim Lee, who's responsible for why, or possibly responsible for why Warner Brothers is going out and buying all these video game companies and going into the gaming business. Because, well, Jim Lee's been known to, live by his iPhone. He absolutely loves it. Even though Warner Brothers doesn't, it's not really on good grounds with Apple, Disney, or especially Marvel. And that would have to do with good old Joe Quesada. But that's besides the point. And the other vice president is, of course, Captain Stupid here. And Captain Stupid has been pretty much the guy responsible for every fuck up that DC has been printing for the last couple of years. His most noticeable fuck ups was the death of Sue Density. Fuck it. I can't really pronounce her name, but her character was killed off for no reason whatsoever, turning Superman Prime into a complete asshole and running around saying, "But I'm a man." Yes, that was taken from Lucario and guywiththeglasses.com. And so many other clusterfucks. And of course, not forgetting the ever formidable Amazon's attack. And when Gail Simone took over Wonder Woman, he basically forced her to keep in track of Amazon's attack, even though the Amazon's attack is considerably right now the worst, one of the most worst comic books ever published in comic book history. But they named him executive producer. I mean, executive vice president, along with Jim Lee of DC Comics. But and I am over talking, but who takes over his job? Well, essentially, they changed his job title because the original job title was DC Universe exclusive editor. Now, I don't know what it is. In fact, I'll leave all their links up. But the new person who's in taking over Didio's job as chief creative officer, which is pretty much what Dan Didio's job was, is Geoff Johns, and he is already starting to show some ingeniously good ideas. Something Didio has never heard of. And one of those good ideas is, well, Michael J. Straczynski's no longer writing for Marvel. His exclusive contract with Marvel Comics has ended, so And yeah, his exclusive contract with Marvel only allowed him to make comic books with independent studios, but he would never be able to work for DC, but until now. But anyways, Michael J. Skonarski's back in DC Comics, and according to this, he will be taking over Superman and the Wonder Woman comics. Geoff Johns, the man who gave us Sinestro Corp War, the greatest comic book crossover I've ever read in my entire life, as well as Blackest Day, that has pretty much wiped the floors with Marvel and showed Joe Quesada up. You are the man. You are seriously the man. And thank you so much for this great idea. And yeah, if you can't tell, I'm excited about this. Finally, a good writer doing good comics.